Sripadarajam Sharanam Prapadhye. Chapter 47. Sripada brings his parents and followers from Pithikapuram to Panchadeva Pahad. Sripada grants anyone only after evaluating and measuring the Dharma against deeds. In the darbar of Sripada Srivallabha, plenty of sumptuous meals were served. It was a wonder that the quantity of heaps of food were never exhausted, in spite of being served on a large scale. On the instructions of the great Lord, the remaining rice, curries, and other food items were thrown into the Krishna river. The prasad of Sripada was handed to the creatures in the water. Sripada said to Sri Bapanarya, "Grandfather, you transmitted power from the solar region into Sri Salem. In Treta Yuga, under the able guidance of sage Bharadwaja, all the sages performed the Savitra Kataka Chayana in Pithikapuram, praying eagerly for my incarnation. To fulfill the promise given to them, I had to come. You declare ardently that the form of Brahma cannot be comprehended by word or mind, and that there is nothing that is impossible for Lord Datta. I can stretch time and space. I can shrink them. My will shall be done. Nothing can deter it. When I feel it is necessary, I can join both sky and earth. The celestial bodies in the sky are like balls in my hand. Sri Bapanarya, I granted you grace when you were born as Labha the Maharshi, as Nanda, and as Bhaskaracharya. Now, when you came as Sri Bapanavadhani, I came as Sripada Srivallabha. There is nothing to wonder about it. Then Sri Venkatappaya Sresti said, "Golden lad, for you everything is very ordinary, but for us everything is extraordinary and inconceivable." Sripada remarked, "Grandfather, I am a very skillful businessman. What is due to each one is granted accurately to them after evaluating and measuring carefully their dharma and karmas. A small ray emanating from me can become a great yogi or a great siddha. This earth cannot endure even that small ray. You cannot bear even the small ray with the small quantity of Kundalini given to you. Therefore, I conceal myself in Maya. If I feel it is necessary, I can exhibit any extraordinary miracle. There is no load that I cannot lift. There is no problem that I cannot solve. There are no boons that I cannot offer. There is no work that I cannot perform. The intention of bringing you from Pithikapuram in this way is to make you aware that I am Datta." Sri Narasimhavarma said, "You are the only Kshatriya protecting all people. All others are Kshatriyas by name only." Sripada said, "The nature of rulers is always in me. I am commanding you to take birth in Maharashtra under the name of Shivaji Maharaj and to protect Sanatana Dharma." Then Sri Narasimhavarma hailed, "Victory! Victory to Sripada Sri Vallabha Sarvabhauma." Srimati Ammajamma said, "My dear one, golden lad, we are hoping very much to see your marriage with our own eyes. I want to see that your marriage is celebrated with all pomp. I want to decorate you with the auspicious marriage mark and see you as a bridegroom." Sripada said, "Grandmother, definitely let it be so. For the sake of the weal of the world, I will incarnate as Kalki in the Shambhala village and will marry Anaghalakshmi born as Padmavati in Sinhala, Sri Lanka. For that, there is still some time. I will surely fulfill your wish. Note that the end of Kali Yuga will be indicated by the day when a new Ayyappa does not visit Shabarimala. I, who incarnated as Dharma should not violate my word. Isn't it? You will have to wait for some time. The Lila of the unseen puller of strings in the world drama. Srimati Venkata Subbamamba said, Kannaya, many days passed since you tasted milk, curd, cream, and butter. I want to feed you with my hands. Then Sripada said, Grandmother, surely you feed me. I am very tired. I know that you are bringing milk, curd, cream, and butter with you. Will they not get spoilt in a journey of so many days? I became a prisoner to the affection and love of all of you and brought you here through a strange method so that those items will not be spoiled. Grandmother, see how much I had to struggle. Is it an ordinary thing for a single person to drag 18 horse carriages over a distance of many miles? My whole body is aching. See how my hands develop blisters? Then she examined the hands of Sripada and was astonished. The hands of Sri Charan really developed blisters. Venkata Subbamamba applied cream to his hands. Hot water fermentation was also done. Where is the end to the Leelas of the director of the world drama? Srimati Rajamamba said, Golden lad, I brought your favorite halwa in your silver casset. Come near, my dear, I will feed you with my hands. All the three grandmothers together fed the halwa to Sripada. The halwa did not exhaust even though it was drawn out many a time. Sripada allowed this pastime to happen for a very long time. Sripada asked, All three grandmothers may have a lot of love towards me. If I eat so much halwa alone, will I not become sick? Are you doing the correct thing? After questioning like that, he fed halwa with his own hands to his brothers, sisters, and their husbands. There was a cultivator named Venkaya among the visitors. Sripada gave datta dikshas in his house only. He gave halwa with his hands to Venkaya and instructed him to give halwa to the carriage drivers and to the horses. He presented the silver casset to Venkaya. Sri Appalaraja Sharma prayed, My dear son, my golden one, if we committed any offences not knowing that you are Lord Datta, pray pardon us. Sripada said, Father, I am your son. Can the son pardon his father? What a wonder! You should shower affection on me, who is your son. Always desire my welfare. Sri Venkavadhani and his wife were weeping bitterly. Then Sripada said, Uncle, our relationship is permanent. I am not a nephew for you alone. Everyone who is born in your family can regard me as his nephew. I will regale you with my divine Leelas. You can satisfy all your longings at the time of my Kalki incarnation by treating Padmavati Devi as your daughter. Grief overwhelmed Sumati Maharani. It became unbearable for her that her wish to decorate him with the auspicious Kalyanam mark and see him as a bridegroom was not satisfied. On the other hand, her son was seen as a sage and was indifferent to the pleasures of senses. All this was unbearable to her. Then Sripada came near to his mother and gave his assurance, saying, Mother, to me you are not different from Mother Anasuya. I will definitely fulfill your wishes in the incarnation of Kalki. Mother, I became so great only because I was born from your womb. I was nourished with the nectar of your affection. Mother, have you noticed what Vasavi has done? When I was hungry, I turned into an infant child and approached Mother Anasuya to drink her breast milk. But Vasavi drank all the milk. Then the sister said, Brother, you go to Mother Sumati and drink milk. If you delay, I will drink that milk too. Thus she warned me. You tell me what I should do. Mother, saying so, Sripada turned into a small boy. He lay on the hard ground and looked at his mother pitifully. Sorrow overwhelmed Sumati Maharani. She held the baby in her hands and gave breast milk. She called out, Daughter Vasavi. A small female baby, a few months old, appeared on the floor. Both of the children drank the breast milk from either side. All the grief of Mother Sumati shattered. Venkaya said, Here is a prayer to Sri Mahaguru. This Darbar place and the adjoining large land where this divine Lila took place should become famous in the whole universe. Sripada said, My Darbar will be constructed as a permanent building in the future. Cows will also be there in it. I will demonstrate many of my miracles there. This is an experience that I witnessed with my very eyes. Whatever I wrote here is true in each letter. All the guests there fell into a sort of sleeping intoxication. In a short while, there was none in the darbar except the sannyasi, Sripada, and I. I was worried as to what happened to all others. I had a doubt whether they became victims of devilish witchcraft. Sripada said, No conjuring of demons work in my presence. I returned all the guests safely to Pithikapuram. I will redeem the people in the same way in which they adore me. This is my vow. Sripada Rajam Sharanam Prapadhye.